And good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Club. This is Joe Shoup. How are you today, everybody? We are waiting for our guest. He's logging in to the account right now. I must tell you that a number of us around our team are having problems with the internet today. And I'm just getting messages from Jeff. He's having problems with the internet. So I think there's a little bit of a problem here today. And if you are on YouTube, which is where you should be, there should have been a link actually registered with the breakfastclub.ws. Anytime in the future, if you don't see or receive a link, or a link doesn't seem to be working, the best thing to do is go to the breakfastclub.ws. It'll register again if you need to, and it'll give you your link. Otherwise, you'll get a replay. And I realized that a couple of messages went out saying the replay was ready, and that's because we were live today and switched some things around. Normally, you would have had that already, but we're excited today because we have the owner, creator, CEO, president of a wonderful company that he built in 2007. So Jeff Evers is with us today with iClub Biz. Now, let me explain to you about iClub Biz. iClub Biz was started in 2007. And Jeff's idea was to build a distribution network. Yes, a company, but a distribution network. Jeff has been successful. When we're talking back in the Amway days, he's $1 million income earner, and he has built a platform over the last 10 years so that anyone, regardless of the company that you represent, you can actually benefit, use his material, and so on, and be able to use the. I gotta check in for a second here. A little music in the background here. So you'll be able to use his company, and he'll explain to you what his company does and why it's valuable to everyone, regardless of the company that you represent. Now, we all know over the years that most people have not been successful. Most people just haven't been successful at trying to build a business and an income from home. And why? Well, we talk about it all the time. I believe you need three things. I believe you need to have a database for people to speak to. And you need a tool, a contact manager of some sort, which is exactly what Jeff offers, part of the program. And then you need to learn how to communicate a message and really find the people who are interested in managing a business from home and learning how to have a successful one from home. So those three things are elementary, and they are imperative in order to build a business. Now, what Jeff offers is the education on how to do that, and in addition to the tool. And in addition to that, imagine for a moment that you were a member of iClub Biz, and through that membership, you were able to obtain and market other companies without joining those companies. And that's exactly what Jeff set up. He formed alliances with other companies, and everything from Bitcoin to weight loss to nutrition, travel. And with those contracts that he negotiated, all of the members are able to utilize those companies and earn an income from those companies as well as earning from iClub Biz. So it's a very, very unique concept. People have tried it in the past. Jeff has been successful since 2007. And we are currently working with the marketing tool, which happens to be iWeb tool. We're working with that, and we're actually bringing other companies to the table to utilize those tools for their own company. And then, of course, as I said, if you're interested in other products and services, you don't need to join those companies in order to benefit. You can offer those products and services to people and earn an income, earn a commission from those sales, as well as people that you refer to the company. They're able to you're able to earn an income from their efforts as well. So with that, I'm going to pause for a moment and check on our guest, and I'll be with you. I'll be back with you. Okay, looks like he's joining us in a few seconds here. We should be on. And I'll explain to him where we are at this moment when he arrives. But once again, you know, we have known Jeff for quite a while, and we're working with his team as well to kind of create. You can create your own capture pages and so on, and that's what we're working on: capture pages, funnels, and so on, to be able to market. And marketing is what you do to get your information in front of people. We have a special guest next week, Tony Berry, who's absolutely excited and building a company here, and very quickly. And why? Because most people don't have the right tools in order to build the business. And Tony recognized this and actually bonded with Jeff, and is working also with Jeff, creating capture pages and so on. So it's very, very exciting. So regardless of the company that you represent, you're able to utilize all the capture pages. I'll give you an example. We have a healthy coffee. Now, I mean, that's just one of many. But if people are into drinking healthy coffee, you can actually offer them that service and that product and make a commission. And you don't have to join one of those coffee companies to do it. And the same thing with weight loss. So it's exciting, and it looks like we actually have Jeff aboard now. Are you with us, Jeff? I'm going to pause again just for a second. Okay, can you hear me now, Jeff? Should be on there now. You said you turned the microphone on. Can you hear me? Okay, so we're having some technical difficulties here, and it looks like what we'll do is for some reason, it looks like we may be changing from Webinar Jam. I hate to say that, but we've paid a lot of money for Webinar Jam, and apparently they're having issues again with our platform. So what we're going to be able to do is we'll reschedule. The only other thing we can do is possibly bring Jeff in on Skype. Let's give that a try, and we'll try to make that work on Skype. It looks like
he's here.
Not here.
Jeff, are you here?
Yeah, we're gonna try to bring you in on Skype if we can do that, and then maybe that'll work that way. So once again, I have to apologize for myself and Webinar Jam because I'm kind of fed up with them, to be honest with you. So let's see if we can get Jeff on Skype. And that's possible we can do that and make it work that way. Of course, you hear Skype loading. Okay. Hopefully we'll be able to make this work, or we'll just reschedule. All right, Jeff, we're giving you a call on Skype. We'll see if that works that way. Here we go. Probably could have brought him right on that telephone. Let's see if that'll work. And if not, let me just take that. Let's see if I can bring him on this way, Jeff. I think I can do it a different way. Not sure this is going to work. Well, we don't hear you on Skype, but I hear you on the phone.
Okay.
All right, that's okay. I'm going to hang up Skype. Jeff, can you let's just stay on the phone and use the phone. I think we have the microphone on the phone. I think on webinar right now. I think we're okay.
Okay, so I'll hang up Skype.
You're going to hang up Skype, yeah. We should be able to make this work now.
Okay, I got Skype on now.
Oh, now stay there. Stay on Skype. Oh, there we go. We are having a terrible time with this. All right, can you hear me, Jeff?
Yeah, I can hear you. Betcha.
All right, so I'm not sure people are going to hear us with this. I'll try to turn this mic up a little bit. We're up all the way. Try to speak up a little bit. I've made an introduction, and what I think we'll just pick up from here, Jeff, is tell us the starting point of iClub Biz and what your intention was and where we are now with iClub Biz.
You want me to go back to the beginning when I first started it?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay. Well, first of all, just a little bit of background about me. I'm what they call a traditional business guy who understands network marketing. I'm not a network marketing guy who happens to be in business. So before I got involved in network marketing, I owned some retail stores. And so I had 9 retail stores. We sold general merchandise. My main competition was Walmart. And so after spending 20 years in that industry, Walmart came against me and said, well, my 9 locations, so I closed them up. And then after I closed my retail stores up, during that period of time where I had my retail stores is when I got involved in network marketing. And it took me about 2 years to really understand that network marketing is not direct sales, that network marketing is not, traditional type business. It's a different type of a business. So 2 years of being involved and not making any money, I finally figured out what makes network marketing work, which is a method of making money that most people confuse with direct sales. And then in the next 2 years, I was able to put together the foundation of a business that made me a couple $1 million. And so I spent 20 years with one company. And my best year ever with that company was 1997. And from 1997 to 1999, my income plateaued. Then my income started to go down in 1999, 2000. And by 2002, I realized that we had to make some changes in the way we were running my network marketing business, or it was just going to dissipate. And so, and this is at the time, technology was was starting to get involved. So I started trying to figure out ways to make my network marketing business become more profitable. I was under the philosophy that network marketing was a marriage, and that you just build one company, and it's just like you only have one wife, you only build one company. And so what happened in 2002, I see all these other companies that were growing. So I joined probably 20 different companies to figure out what they were doing, why they were growing, and my company was not. And then I started to make some revelations that most of the tools that I was using building my network marketing was obsolete and archaic. And so I decided to design a system that was pretty consistent with what I was doing at the time, but it was all based on technology, not old school. Because what we had in our system was when someone would join our team, we had them get on a standing order CD every week. They got on a standing order book of the month. We had weekly seminars that we put on at hotels, monthly or weekly. We call them open meetings every week, and then monthly seminars and quarterly functions. And so I decided to take all of those teaching tools and make them digital. And so instead of charging people $8 for a CD, and $20 for a book, and then $20 go to the open meeting, and $30 for the seminar, and $100 for the quarterly function, we eliminated the weekly open meetings. We eliminated the book of the month and the standing order CD, put it into a digital package, and then we rolled it out. And I rolled it out in 2006 with my company. And it was exciting. Everybody got excited. Our business was exploding. Then I was served with a cease and desist from my company that said I couldn't do it because of the position I was at with the company. They wouldn't allow me to have another income stream. And so, to make a long story short, talking with my attorneys about putting my company into a trust fund because I really loved the system that I was putting together. My attorney said, yeah, we can do that. They tied me up for 5 years. And so I just decided to get rid of to terminate my position with the company, and then started my own company in 2007. And what my goal was, because where I figured out the key to making money in this industry is have a system that people can plug into that can help them become who they need to become so they can, build a business that can meet their needs. And the key component within the industry is not the company that we're working with, but it's the system you're working with. And there are three key components. There's the company that takes care of, they take care of fulfillment, they take care of, distribution, they take care of, paying out commissions. And then you got the system, and that's the system that you use to build the teams. And then the individual that's the difference maker, because it's the individual that joins the team that then sells the products. And so I put this system together. My first goal was in 2007 was just to, put the system together. People could join, and we'll just teach you how to build organizations, and then we'll bring in multiple different companies into our system. And the first company we rolled out was Extreme Savings, which is a real simple savings program. At the time, again, I'm a business guy who understands network marketing. What I was building at the time in my previous company was a simple uni-level breakaway. And a guy convinced me to put together a force matrix. So when I first rolled out in 2007, we did a force matrix. And in 2 weeks, we put in several thousands of people. And I'm thinking, holy crap, this is nuts, because it took me a long time to get 2,000 people in my other company. We did this in 2 weeks. Then I came to the realization that force matrices get a lot of people who are looking to win the lottery. And very few people actually want to build in a force matrix. Most people want to get in early so they can get all their spillover, but very few people actually build. And so about a year and a half into that program, I had at that time about maybe 300-400 people who were still on the $25 a month auto-ship that were charging them. So I just contacted everybody, so we're going to stop charging you an auto-ship. I'm going to figure out how to retool this. And so that brought me to my first fork in the road, where I wanted to bring in a game changer product. And so in 2010, I bought a travel agency out of Orlando. I wanted to set up a travel platform that had high value proposition, that had no smoke and mirrors. So then we launched a travel program. And again, it's nothing like what we have today, but it was a game changer product. And I didn't know anything about travel. So then I hired a to realize that I knew as much about travel as he did, but I knew what I wanted to accomplish in the travel platform. So I moved the host agency from Orlando up to Iowa, and so I had a place in Tampa in Apollo Beach, and we just brought everything back and hubbed it out of the Quad Cities, which is where I live. And so then we started retweaking, the travel platform. And finally, 2012, I had the travel product, more structured to make profit. But I still wasn't happy with the business model. So I was, because of my goal when I first put this whole thing together was to have a system that people can plug into that's focused on helping people become better, that, where the income is not made on selling people the tools that you use to get better, but the income is made on the contracts with the manufacturers, companies, and vendors that you bring into your program. And so I had to say, okay, I got the travel platform as a game changer. I went off and brought in a couple other products. I found a coffee product. I found a classroom product. And so I had these products, but one of the tools that I was missing was a marketing tool that we can use to help people, get into the business. Well, I put 10,000 people in my travel program without a tool. And I should say 10,000, probably had about 6,000 without a tool. We just word of mouth, people say, join the travel club, $25, blah, blah, blah. So then I went off and I hired some IT guys and some code writers, and then we built our marketing tool, our contact management system. And I was strictly going to use that to help bring in more traffic for the travel platform. And then I realized that this is a perfect tool to use to market all companies. So then I web a tool. We need to retweak and redesign how we do this, because I want people to get into iClub Biz. We'll teach you how to build teams of people who buy stuff. And all you really got to do is you're never going to go off and build company A. You're never going to go off and build company B. You're never going to go off and build company C. What you're going to do is you're going to build your iClub Biz business, because that's the team of individuals who are cooperatively working together to create a better life. So what happens is if we build this team, and then we use iWebitool as a marketing tool to expand the team, we don't care what company's hot. If company A is hot today, well, we bring company A into our system. And how do we bring them into our system? Well, we bring them into iWebitool. So iWebitool will create the caption and landing pages. It'll create the sales pages that everybody can use to promote that company. But you don't build that company. You build your ICB business. And so all you really got to do is just teach people how to teach people to get involved with you, to help you help them build a team of people who are cooperatively working together to get a better life. And all they got to do is buy stuff. And what do they buy? We don't care. We have all these different vendors, all these different manufacturers. Now, we have some vendors and manufacturers that we bring in are what's called core product lines. And these are actually manufacturers, vendors, and suppliers that ICB will contract with directly, and we'll warehouse the products. We'll take care of fulfillment, distribution, and that will all fall within our comp. But then we have strategic alliances with companies, but these are companies who have pretty hot programs. So we'll just basically provide links to get people involved with you with those companies. And and my ultimate goal with what I envision people having 8, 10, 12, 15 income streams, and you're never building more than one company. You're always building ICB. You're just building this team. And right now, I mean, things are, it's like I was telling Joe and Claudia, we went to the formulation stage, and we're actually in what's considered to be the concentration stage of an expansion model, where everything is set, everything is designed. Now we're just compressing it. We're going to get it ready, so it's going to start working on all cylinders, and then the next stage will become the expansion stage, and that's where the early majority gets in. And so if you strategically want to pick a company to get involved with, it's never really a good idea to pick a company who's in the formulation stage, because if you would have gotten involved with me in 2007, 2010, 2012, you would have a bunch of arrows in your back, because you got to constantly in the formulation stage. You got to be tweaking. Okay, what you look for in the formulation stage and the concentration stage, you look for early adopters who can adopt your ideas if it was their own, and then what they do is they try to repackage the idea so it has consumer appeal. And in that process of the early adopters taking the vision of the innovators who came up with early adopters. They've taken this idea, what we want to put together, and now we're packaging it so it's going to have consumer appeal. Now, there will be some tweaks in some of the packaging, but once the packaging is done right, so the consumer that is a mass can accept this, then all of a sudden they start to get in. And so we're right at that right now. So hopefully you guys can get an understanding of what we've done, what we've been working on. And again, if there's any questions, I'm more than happy to answer. But I'm going to turn it back to you, Joe.
Great, Jeff. This is great information. I learned a lot here. I think Claudia and Shirley are sitting here as well, and I think our jaws are kind of dropping with that history. And I don't know that we'll be able to see any questions due to what's happening with this technology today. I'm just praying that everyone heard, but because we went through the telephone and then into Webinar Jam, I'm praying that that our voices carried over to the recording, which will people will get a replay shortly after the call. I'll go in and check YouTube and see. And if you want to check it prior to that, you can go to youtube.com, type in Joseph Shoup in the search, and you'll find the first video there as soon as I publish it. I haven't, obviously, when we get done, we'll publish it, but it'll be there within the next hour. But Jeff, I talked a little bit about in the beginning there about the kind of what you elaborated on is the idea that it doesn't make any difference what company you represent or who you're working with. The tool that is offered is for everyone. Doesn't matter if you already have a particular company, but number one, the tool that we're working with, mainly because of all the options that are available to us, we don't just have to offer coffee or just nutrition or colostrum or Bitcoin. All of those things are there for us to be able to build the distribution network with buyers, which is phenomenal. I'm just excited about that. And it's actually what drew me to the company when Mark first introduced me. So I want to thank you for being here today and sharing. We'll have you back on. We're going to try to get this technology straightened out here. I have to say it out loud as I'm fed up with Webinar Jam, although it cost us a lot of money to do that. But I guess they tweak things all the time and don't tell us what they're doing. So I apologize for the technical difficulties once again. We've gone through this now for 2 months with this problem. We thought we had it solved, but all of a sudden we didn't. So I'm hoping the broadcast is there, good, live, and we'll be able to hear it. But once again, Jeff, I want to thank you for being here. I really appreciate you taking the time, and we'll have you back again. Any final words?
I'm just excited. Just once people realize that my principle of network marketing is this. I use companies to help people get their dreams. I don't use people to sell products for companies. And if people can catch that vision, then they'll realize instead of leading with the product that the company wants you to sell for them, lead with the need of the individual. And again, a lot of times people get into network marketing without understanding. Remember, for the first 2 years that I built network marketing, I built it as a traditional business guy, not understanding the primary motivating factor for participation of the individual is based upon that individual's needs. And for the majority of people in the marketplace, they're consumer-based, so their needs are consumer. So people spend way too much time pitching products, trying to meet the needs of the consumer. But it's the builders, it's the producers, it's the developers, it's the people that create business. Those are the ones you're looking for, and they have more of a need of something beyond their consumer needs. It's not the product. They want to belong. Again, if you look at Maslow's model of man's hierarchy of needs, the first need is the survival need. You got to be able to breathe. You got to have air before water becomes important. And then after you got the survival needs met, then you got to have security needs met. But once the security needs are met, then the next need is a need to belong to something bigger and greater than you. The one thing that I discovered allowed me to make several millions of dollars in this industry was I looked for people who want to belong to something great, who want to be part of something bigger than they were. So I don't look for the broke people. I don't look for the sick people. Okay, in most network marketing products, what are they? They're generally health products. So you're always pitching products that take care of sick people. Well, like Maslow said, it's only the unmet need that motivates. Once you get a sick person not sick anymore, if the primary purpose to participate with you was this product that helped them get better, now they're better, then that need is gone. So what I do is, right from the get-go, I look for people who aren't sick, who aren't broke, but who want to be part of something great. And then those are the people, those are the 20%ers that create 80% of your business. And so once you realize that you're building a team of individuals who have a dream and a heart that they can't get doing what they're doing, and the primary motivating factor for them to participate with you is they want to be part of something greater and bigger than they are, that attracts them to you, and that's the cement that keeps them with you. Because people will quit things for the same reason they joined them, okay? If they join your company because they're broke, then when they're not broke, they'll join somebody else. If they joined you because you got the biggest shiny new product, well, once the next big shiny new product comes out, they'll quit you and join them. But if they join you because they want to be part of something great, they'll stay with you as long as you admit that value proposition that you're part of something great. And that's really what makes network marketing fun, is the people you get involved with you. Okay? Because when people get with me, they say, you never talk about products. I say, well, just products don't matter. Because guess what? Okay? The life expectancy of a product in the marketplace today is 5 to 7 years. Within 5 to 7 years, that product is gone. And 99 out of 100 products that get introduced in the marketplace don't make, and the one that makes it 5 to 7 years, and they only got about a 3 to 5 year where they actually have an advantage in the marketplace. And so what happens is, if you're talking products every 3 to 5 years, you're going to talk about a new product, and then you come across you actually look. You look like you're a yo-yo, because now you're promoting product A, and then 3 years now you're promoting product B, and then 5 years now you're promoting product C. Then people think, well, yeah, you never build anything that lasts. Well, the reason it doesn't last is because you're promoting the product. You're not looking for people who want to be part of something great. You want to become part of something great once you build the team. Okay?
Yeah.
Once they got a team of 10,000 people, and we bring in a product, well, all those 10,000 people are going to buy that product. If it's a hot product, you never have to build those product companies. Build your team. And I guess those are my closing words. I'll be looking forward to get back with you, Joe. And again, anything we can do, we're just a phone call away. So appreciate everything you guys are doing. Glad to have you guys all on board.
Okay, Jeff, thanks for being here. Thanks for listening, everybody. And we'll see you again next week at the Breakfast Club. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks, Jeff.